Oh my god, I think it's working. We have not dropped one frame yet. I think it may be working. I think we may be alive. For now, at least. Oh, whoops, I forgot that I have to, hold on. Do this. Do this. Ah, fuck. There we go. There we go. There it is. Oh my god. Hello. Hi. Fucking finally. Yesterday was an utter disaster. I crashed out maybe twice. Maybe just 2 or 3 times. But I think today, for now, we're actually good. It might be because I'm closer to the router, whatever. But that shouldn't be the problem, because the weeks before, I was at the same distance and it worked. And now all of a sudden, since last week, it's not working anymore. So I don't know what's up with that. I did a speed test downstairs and upstairs, and it gave about the same results. So I don't know if this is just timing, if there's something wrong with my laptop. I have no idea. But hi. Also, if I sound a little more echoey, that's because I'm currently once again downstairs, because my grandparents are away over the weekend. But hello. Happy Sunday, Saturday. It's Saturday. I'm tired. I was up a little later last night than I intended to, by which I mean this morning. I may or may not have gotten to sleep at like 5 a.m. Because I was up talking to people, and at some point I was like, oh, well, it's 4:30 now. So there's that. But it's fine. We vibe. And today, we are actually continuing this goddamn game. Hopefully, I would assume. Let me double check everything. Okay, there we go. Yep. Dropped. No frames. No frames dropped yet. I mean, I guess I'll see. There was one time where there seems to be no problem, except that I'm stuck to only 480p. Damn. Yeah, it's... my granddad also said that it might be because they're doing, like, construction stuff somewhere down the road or whatever. Wi-Fi related, fiber related, construction stuff that may or may not have to do with it. I don't know. If I, go back live tomorrow evening in my bedroom and things turn out bad again, then I guess I'll have an idea that it might just be my room. Which would suck, because I have no other place to stream. That's the thing, I have no other place to stream. So I don't know what I'm gonna do about that. But we'll wait and see, I suppose. But again, like, I've been streaming up there for years now. We literally got Wi-Fi, what do you call it? Something to fortify the signal up to my room. So there should be no problem. There should be no problem. Anyway, hope everyone's doing well today. Hope everybody's doing better than I was yesterday. Did I just switch to App Manager? Yes, I did. I'm watching dogs. Dogs are outside. It is very warm today, so they're just outside, loafing about. They are not moving. Oh, well, dog is standing up. He might be too warm now. Or they saw something, I don't know. But, yeah, because I'm downstairs, I'm probably also gonna have to, like, get up every now and then, to check on doggos, or, fulfill whatever demand they may or may not have of me. But other than that, we can get back into the game. and hopefully make some actual progress today. I'm also thinking, like, obviously don't answer this, but I wonder if this is gonna be another one trial case. Because so far, I mean, the tutorial obviously was only one trial. One long-ass trial. Case 2, also just one investigation. Well, not even a trial, just one investigation, basically. With, like, you know, the shenanigans mixed in. Case 3 was just not even an investigation, just a trial. So, I guess we'll see. Maybe they'll add on the investigation today, and case 5, we'll get the full package. I don't know. Also, this chair once again is so uncomfortable. It is very uncomfortable. Okay, I believe, did we finish off with the next cross-examination, or next cross-examination? Was that it? Was that it? I'm trying to, okay. Bookstore Plaza, bookshop in question. Right, we're getting into the second bookshop. Bourbon Books. Voice is doing better again. I believe I am coming back, mostly. So let's see. Let me think back into this. I still think he could have just gone the other way around. Like down Calabash Road. Especially because it's named. Makes me think that he absolutely could have just gone this way. Whatever. As it happens, the accused is currently living in lodgings on the other side of Briar Road at the opposite end. Which means it doesn't take a genius to work out the route he would have taken out. Something like this. Yes, I concur with your conclusion, Inspector. Oh my god, it's so warm here. I'm gonna have to turn the AC on soon. The defendant would certainly have passed the scene of the crime on his way home from that particular shop. Mr. Naruhodo, I think that what the inspector just told us could turn out to be... Wait a moment. That's not right. Hold on, that's not right. There we go. I was gonna say, wasn't there more? This is where we left off. Wrong save file. Right, summation examination. For pity's sake, that little Nipponese audit. Shut up. I also have to once again find my British and my voices. If he said that a woman in green collapsed before his eyes, why, it can only have been the victim. The man wouldn't have gone around the houses on his way back from the bookshop, not in winter. Struggle of using multiple slots. True. Sometimes. So the poor woman was attacked from behind, was she? How dreadful. I really don't care. Can we just wrap this up now? I've got work to be doing. Your books. Yes, nice job, that. Bourbon Books. No, not worth a visit. Oh my god, hold on. I need to turn on the AC. It is so fucking warm in here. And I also, by that notion, need to call my dog inside. Can I? What? Oh yeah, it is unpleasant outside. I was gonna say, if that damn AC doesn't turn on now. Okay, there we go. Who are we defending again? Natsume Soseki. Natsume Soseki. Japanese guy. Japanese defendant. That also, none of those were arguments. The lady made a quarter of an attempt. With only minor exceptions, the reason for finding the defendant guilty. I totally forgot what voice I gave you, dude. Not gonna lie. Please welcome in. Who died? No one yet. Lady got stabbed, currently in a coma, and is alive still for now. Holly, welcome in! And Blaze. I said that already, I think. Whoops. I have about 10 save files for Metal Gear Solid 3 when I got back after 2 years. I no longer know which ones are the completed save files with all the extra stuff. Yeah, that's... I mean, in those cases, I do like when games have, you know, when it's like a Zelda thing where you can actually see what you have. You know, like just based on like the heart or certain items or whatever. Or even just like the amount of time you've spent is better than nothing, I guess. What happened yesterday? Literally just my Wi-Fi. My Wi-Fi just did not want to play along. I'm now in another room, which is also why I'm sounding a little different, a little more echoey probably. And now it's working. It shouldn't, the room change should not be the cause, but I am closer to the main router now. But that shouldn't be the main problem. It might have just been that yesterday was just a fucking shitty day. So, yeah. Well, we'll see, I guess. If this continues, then I don't know, I'll have to figure something out because it is very annoying. And it only started very recently is also the thing. Like these like heavy crashes only started happening like, what, within the past week or two? So, yeah. When the stabbing occurred, the only two people at the scene were the victim and the accused. And the accused himself has admitted to seeing the victim in her green overcoat sink to the ground before his eyes. Furthermore, we have heard from the inspector that the defendant then fled the scene. I must say, I would have ample grounds to convict this man already. Okay, slow down there. Oh dear, even the judge appears convinced of Mr. Natsume's guilt now. Why did he have to run away like that? And how are we supposed to believe in some phantom attacker that nobody could see? This is impossible! That was a word I said. How could he possibly make a case for the defense? Mr. Naruhodo, this is no time for grumbling. If we want to force the trial to continue... Yes, I know, I have to turn the tide. I must make the jurors change their minds. Well, 4 of them at least. Exactly. We have no choice but to forge onward. Alright, I got the floor. Floor's mine. Slap! Okay, let's see here. Okay, already admitted it himself. Actually, yeah, let's just press everything. Excuse me, but aren't you... Yes, that's right, I was in the witness stand myself just 2 days ago. I had a feeling I knew your face, or the side of it anyway. If I remember correctly, you're a banker, aren't you? That's right, after the gold rush down under, I came back to London to work. I appreciate that, Mania. I'm probably gonna forget that one message anyway. But I do plan on playing Metal Gear at some point. Once I have more and more free slots. And it was all going swimmingly until you started fossicking around. Bruce Fairplay was a man of repute. Sorry? Don't think I forgot now you traded me the other day. You want me and a young hatter pegged as criminals? I mean, you know, water under the bridge. Stream working today. Yes, I have yet to figure out the exact cause. I have a suspicion, even though that suspicion would make little sense because the problem only started popping up in the past 2 weeks or so. But whatever. Now, there's all sorts of rumors buzzing around, and the police have been badgering me non-stop. If I could turn back the clock, I wouldn't change a thing because that did help me out. What was that about the stream yesterday? Wi-Fi. That's it. Wi-Fi, being a bitch. I tried, didn't succeed, I gave up. Almost as bad as Philippines. Well, anyway, I don't know about the hatter, but at least I'm in the clear now. Free to make up my own mind about who's guilty and who isn't. Thank goodness. Alright, maybe I might struggle to change this man's mind given our awkward history. Oh dear, I wonder what's become of Mr. First now. Is that not him? He looks very similar. Okay, can only have been the victim. You're right that at the time of the incident, the defendant admits to having seen someone wearing a green overcoat walking ahead of him. Well, quite. That's precisely my point. Clearly that someone wearing green was the victim. And clearly that funny little Nipponese man with the disturbing mustache is the culprit. But let us not forget, madam, the defendant vehemently denies attacking the woman. Why, of course he does. If he admits to stabbing her, his life is over. The man is obviously a liver-faced coward, honestly, claiming the woman simply collapsed before his eyes. But if that's a lie as you're suggesting, do you not think he would have concocted something more credible? Well, I really couldn't say. After all, you are Lauren. Who's to say what goes through your funny little minds? I could tell you what's going through my funny little mind right now, but you wouldn't like it. I do declare the man has already made the admission. He himself has stated that there was nobody else around. Surely the conclusion is obvious. No one else could possibly have committed this awful crime. Okay. The accused must be the man. Really, it couldn't be more simple. That went well. For her. At least in this trial we don't have the three stooges on the witness stand. True. Yet. Around the house, not in winter. Well, you can't deny that there are other routes Mr. Natsume could have taken from your books. Oh yes, like you drew on the map, you mean? What was it? Calabash Road or something? Precisely. What it seems to me that what counts is whether the little Japanese fellow actually went that way or not. Well, yes, that's true. But at that moment, there's no proof that shows he did, is there? Well, yes, that's true as well. And as I understand it, the accused himself doesn't remember which way he went, does he? Well, yes, that's annoyingly true. Winter nights are dark and cold, so the way I see it, we want to get home as quickly as possible. Why is all this true? So really, the only thing that makes sense is that he went home along Briar Road. I know of Inazuma 11. I have never watched it though. I've heard it's good. Didn't just make up my mind on a whim that he did it. I mean, listen, to be fair, at least some of these people have better arguments than just, I don't know. Okay. A reason. Okay, we need a reason. It actually was not about soccer. Yeah, that's the case for a lot of sports-themed shows. They are only partially about the sports. I watched the Arabic dub. Oh. Originally a game series just like Pokemon, made by Level 5, the same guys that made Professor Layton. Oh, yeah, fuck those guys. The guys that are now like fucking siding with generative AI. Whole ass Civil War. Fair enough. Not winter. Oh, there we go. We'll attack from behind. The fuck? Yeah, I only saw a lot of people talking about the developers for Professor Layton. I think yeah, level 5. Like using Gen AI in their art, and I think something even about like the developers talking about it and basically like not rolling it back. Which is a shame. Whatever is the matter, young man? You're the wife of Mr. Garrett, aren't you? The landlord who rents Mr. Natsume his room? Master's wife? Where do you get your ideas, sir? I'm the maid, you understand? Yeah. Come on. This is going to be awkward. Why didn't you mention this yesterday? That you'd been selected for the jury in this trial, I mean. Well, I was told not to mention it, but to anyone until the day of the trial, you see. Makes sense. It was in the letter I received. The instructions were very clear, so I'm afraid I had no choice. I see. Anyway, Mr. Natsume, the defendant, takes lodging in your master's house, does he? Yes, that's right. Although he's only been in a little over a week now. And in that time, surely you must have taken stock of his character. Does Mr. Natsume look like the kind of man who would commit a crime such as this? Oh my goodness me, yes! Oh. Well, he's just the sort. What? Spending all his time in that dark and dingy room, sporting that unscrupulous mustache. The man never speaks, and don't get me started on those shifty eyes. All the neighbors are talking about him. Well, I've heard them, you know. People think he must be building a bomb in there or something. Oh dear, poor Mr. Natsume. How can people say such things about him? They don't like Professor Layton, I presume, because they've put way too much effort with Inazuma 11 Victory Road. I mean, there's just so many developers that are like jumping on the generative AI trend, even though that bubble is inevitable to pop because it is making no profit. Maybe they just thought they could fucking save on production costs or whatever. Maybe they genuinely believe it's a good thing. Either way, it's bullshit. And, you know, if they do it with what, like, if a company does this with one game, like a whole company, I do not feel particularly safe trusting them with another. Well, you just called him a worm, so it's not... Rinosuke, I get it. I get it. The autism. It's just something people say. Anyway, I'd better be careful about inviting his mate to speak. She said enough damning things already. Yeah, you didn't give any argument. A man's life is on the line here, sir. This will take as long as it takes. Don't get clever with me now, son. My life's on the line too, and so is my family's. The likes of you wouldn't understand, but a laborer like me can't afford to take time off. If I don't work, I don't eat, and neither do the wife and kid. Well, why are you here then? Couldn't you have just said no? I don't know what he's doing. If you're late and the work's taken, it's tough. If the maid and her husband are doing roleplay, no reason to be ashamed? Yeah, let's say that. To get the road stuck up to fix it. It's a hard slog from downhill dust, that is. Yes, yes, yes. Oh, hold on a fucking moment. There's water and gas supply pipes bursting left, right. Continue. That's right. It's good they still have fun for so many years. Yeah, unfortunately, if only it was just a role-playing thing. And not someone just being horribly insecure about his social status. In fact, if I remember rightly, it was just round the corner from where it all happened. By that old bookshop it was! Another coincidence? I think not. Well, probably, but I think not. There we go. There it is. Yep, yep, yep. Yes, please do. It is important. Okay, I don't think this guy's gonna have anything interesting, but I'm gonna skim through it anyway. Hold it. Do you visit your books often? I like the old books they have in there. I bring them nice cup of tea. Daily routine, same thing every day. All afternoon, just before 5. Okay. Exactly when they were attacked. Sure about the time? No mistake. Not about to forget that in a hurry. Not of the dreadful time I had. What do you mean? Well, I was walking down Calabash Road when I slipped on... We got our green overcoat. That's our next argument. On Calabash Road. Yep. 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 We got him. Yes, please. I'm playing IE right now and a goalkeeper just vacuumed my football. This ain't football. Okay, yeah. Well, yeah, the point of opinions is that they're subjective, so that's kind of the deal. That's something. Yes. Okay, we got it. I got two whole statements. I feel like let's go with this one first. Hit. Those two statements are clearly at odds with one another. Please don't point. It wasn't me, I swear. What? I just want to get this done and dusted. Well, juror number 3. Oh, me so? Well, what do you mean? Juror number 5's words just now are extremely significant. Let's take a moment to consider the implications of what's been said on our map of the local area. On the day in question, Mr. Natsume visited this bookshop to purchase a number of second-hand books. And on the same day, we now know that there were works being carried out on Meerschaum Street, making it impossible. Which means that the defendant's route home, could not have taken him along Meerschaum Street and down Briar Road. Can't argue with that. Good 2 yards or more to pay. Okay. Go back and go the other way. Okay. So the only conclusion is this. The defendant must have taken the longer route back to his lodgings. Yes, I suppose he must have. I suppose that must be right, eh? Lenny, welcome in. Hope you're doing well today. Juror number 3, you said the following. The man wouldn't have gone around the houses on his way back from the bookshop. But We see now that he had no choice. My Lord Mr. Judge, sir, if I may. Yes. I don't think in all good conscience that I can say the man's guilty now. Yes, I'd like to see this trial continue so we can get to the bottom of what really happened. Thank you. What about you, sir? Oh, me? Well, alright then. To hold the prosecution's argument, it should be filled in, that's what I say. 2 down, and we already know which 2 are going next. A couple of mines strengthen our position somewhat. We can, we will. You know, I do appreciate it. If nothing else, at least this man, outside of his glass throwing sport, does, you know, stick to protocol and shuts the fuck up when he needs to. So I can see where this trial goes. It's this lady. Bam, bam. These 2 indeed. Well, juror number 2, juror number 6. Why, whatever do you mean, sir? I think perhaps the old man didn't hear you. Unbelievable. It's not like I was loud or anything. There is at least one fact of which we can be sure here. The bookshop receipt found in the defendant's room clearly indicates that on the day of the attack, he had been to your books and purchased a number of second-hand titles. Then he returned home on foot. But the man says he has no recollection of his return journey. Correct. But what he does remember is seeing someone appear in front of him on the way. Someone in a green overcoat who suddenly collapsed on the pavement before his eyes. Yes, we are well aware of all this. The poor young woman who was stabbed, obviously. Can we really be sure of that, madam? Why, whatever do you mean? I'm sure you heard juror number 6's account of what happened to him that day. That same afternoon, there was somebody else apart from the victim, who was wearing a green overcoat and who fell over on the icy streets in the neighborhood. Oh my. Oh, he's looking. My goodness. You mean? That's right. I'm referring, of course, to hard of hearing juror number 6. Are you really suggesting that the person in the green overcoat whom the defendant saw collapse in front of his eyes was the jolly old gentleman on the end of the bench here with me today? That is entirely possible, yes. After all, the old man has a somewhat similar build to the victim. Well, look at that. My goodness me. Oh, sorry. And crucially, we know precisely where the old man in the green overcoat fell. But Calabash Road. Therefore, if the person who Mr. Natsume saw collapsing in front of him was in fact juror number 6, it means the defendant must have taken the long route back to his lodgings. And if that's true, then clearly the crime scene on Briar Road where the woman was stabbed, was not on his way home. That's 2 more, baby! Let me pour myself some more water. Water, water. What were you thinking wearing such a befuddling coat? What did you say to me? Is it a crime for the elderly to walk the streets these days? Is it a crime to live on the ice? Is it a crime to keep up with the latest style and wear a beautiful green overcoat, is it? Oh. My lord, I do hope it won't cause any inconvenience, but... You'd like to change your leaning, I presume? I do declare that I would. I should like to call for a verdict of not guilty. Hell yeah. And you would too. It's not, you're good. That's all but 2 down. Well, that summation examination has concluded with a rather large shift in opinion. The ayes 2, the noes 4. So the noes have it. Not guilty, they say. Which means we no longer have a consensus among the members of the jury. Trial will continue. There we go, there it is. What are you gonna do? Crush it? Throw it? Throw it. Nope, crush it. Could it seem... churlish? What does churlish mean? Churlish? Churlish? Boorish or vulgar? Okay. Learning a new word today. I'm gonna assume it's churlish. Could it seem churlish of me to drink from my hollow chalice moments after raising an objection? Whoops. Only to crush it in disgust. Pray forgive the discourtesy. Lord Van Zeeks? It seems I must retract my earlier remark. Which one? I mistakenly credited these jurors with intelligence by describing them as insightful. Oh. Yet we have just witnessed them falling for a cheap trick performed by an Eastern entertainer. It's called logic, bitch! What do you mean? I haven't tricked anyone. Everything I've said is the truth. Indeed, stalwart juror number 5 was undoubtedly repairing the road as he claims. I believe you said it was a good 2 yards of the pavement which you had excavated, sir. That's right, took me the whole day and they paid me a measly tuppence for it. Now, my learned Nipponese friend, tell me. Do you have any notion of the distance that 2 yards represents? I don't actually. What's 2 yards? Yard, 2 meter. It's 2 meters. Oh. It's less than 2 meters even. Yeah, that's not a lot. That's not a lot. I didn't have it till now either. There we go. Thank you. Less than 2 meters. That's not much at all. In other words, a distance readily vaulted by anyone of moderate vigor. Would you not agree, my stalwart friend? Me? Well, I can't say you're wrong, no. Okay, but like, did you see him? And did you perchance erect a sign to prevent pedestrians from passing the side of your works? Wouldn't dream of it. Right. Just jump right over us all the time. The accused is no gentleman as far as— okay, that's just rude. I have little doubt, however, that he could spring over a 2-yard trench in his meanderings around town. Okay, but hold on. Jumping over to me. I mean, it's... It's not that much, but why would you go... now you're reaching. Now you're reaching a little, methinks. Yes, it is possible. The incontrovertible truth is that the books just purchased by the accused were found at the sale. Right. You can talk? Around 5 o'clock, you slipped and fell off Calabash Road. Was there suspicious looking opinions behind you at the time? Okay, he doesn't remember. It's not a no, though. You say that it's mounting. But I would lay 1,000 to 1 against you being able to prove it. My lord, if you had such a trenchant argument up your sleeve, why in the world did you not proffer it during the summation examination? I wanted to give this young foreign student the sightseeing experience he no doubt came for. I wanted him to see for himself how the opinion of the jury is so readily swayed. Yeah, sure is. But my hospitality has its limits, and they have been reached, I fear. Oh. Cape off. So, my learned friend, today's sightseeing tour of London is now over. My lord. Zesty pose. The prosecution requests the permission to call its next witness. You know what? That's good. Thank you. Thank you. I actually wanted that. Next witnesses. We do. One of them being a policeman. Right. Until this battle is over. Is it gonna be a to be continued? No, it's not. No, it's not. Oh, hello? The girl has to be related to that fucking pompous little bitch from before. I say bitch, but he's just a little, but he actually did seem kind of like a chill guy. Hold on, 1 second. I'm hungry. I'm gonna get a muffin. Which one? The blonde, Shakespeare, the one talking in the blonde one. The one that was fighting with the guy in front of the lodgings. Oh, hold on. Okay. Mr. Nice Guy? Mr. Nice Guy, I think. Probably, maybe. Oh. Rowley beat? Oh, no, serious? No. He was in the investigation. We only saw him briefly. He's the guy that lives above Natsume, I'm pretty sure. Like in the same area. These are my favorite. I am gonna read them as soon as I finish my food, so for now they will be silent. Trisha. Wasn't there the time? I feel like he has to appear at some point again. Oh! Good for you! Right, we've been told. I'd also be EP during court. Yeah, no, that's so valid. Right. Right. Are we talking about a gross crescent head? No, not crescent head guy. There were two guys. One of them basically looks like fucking theater kid. The essence of a theater kid. Speaks very posh, I guess. Was fighting with some other guy, and then we were like, hey, what's wrong? I'm a lawyer, I can help. And then the other guy fucking dipped. And then we learned that blonde guy lives above Natsume and they actually know each other. At least a little bit. Streets clean, extinguishing of street lights. There are a number of items on that list that don't sound much like policing duties at all. I would just be falling asleep on my feet. I'd have collapsed long ago. Yeah, the weird gesture kind of guy. But it goes without saying that a policeman's primary duty is the apprehension of criminals. Even when he's off duty, a constable is expected to investigate and resolve any crimes on his beat. So, how you doing? Oh god. Yeah. Okay, there we go. For the London lobby, Bobby is a man of honor. You are awesome. You're all awesome. And a man of slumber. On the day in question, this man and his wife were walking down Briar Road in the opposite direction. And they witnessed the incident as it occurred. Is that not correct, Mr. and Mrs. Beat? Yeah, like, I mean, the wife, sure, if she was since she was also there. Constable Rolly Beat, out to report the streets. I'm trying to make this guy like sound as tired as possible. What a great witness he's going to be. Okay. Exactly what you saw. What voice do I give you? Yes, sir. Dude, looking at you is making me tired. How you doing? Doing fine. This is a coffee and no coffee couple? True. This is the two sides of ADHD. The one against whom actually no, actually yes. The one for whom energy drinks and caffeine do jack shit. And the one for whom like it's like tenfold. Yeah, at least the wife was there. Like the wife's call is probably, well, actually, I don't know. Maybe Mr. Rolly Beat is gonna pull some argument out of his ass or out of his sleepy head that's gonna turn this whole case around. I don't know. What voice do I give you? Just something like peppy and upbeat, I guess. It was our very wedding anniversary and Rowley was taking me out for a meal. There was no time to change after work. Anyway, two silhouettes appeared out of the fog on the pavement in front of us. All of a sudden, one of them just collapsed on the floor, and the other sketched something before running off. We ran straight over, of course, and then went for help at the nearby police box. It was definitely that Japanese man in the dock. Rowley and I both saw him clear as day. Yeah, only she's talking. If it is true... Death now in fact was never viable in the first place. Germania. Oh man, I thank the Lord for that. It's very hard indeed. We'll be over in minutes. Sure, whatever you say. And no one's ever lied under oath. The man's so tired his wife has to do all the talking. Exactly. Okay. Cross-examination. Yeah, they did say silhouettes. God, this chair is so uncomfortable, I hate it. Out for a meal, no time to change after work. No time to change after work. For shopping at men only, but material can't even apply. Let's see what. Yeah. I'm back to the station. I was actually planning on getting changed there. Okay. That doesn't seem healthy, that is true. Fit to drop, to be honest, after spending a whole day on my feet. Busy in my life. Longer than the proud owner of this. Warren card. What's on the Warren copper? No time worth. Okay, is that gonna be added to our evidence? Is even secure? I was looking forward, right? Good for you two. That's cute. That's cute. A little over the top, but it's cute. Two silhouettes appeared at the fog and appeared in front of us. Coming towards us, walking opposite direct. Okay. With a very scrawny, thin looking. I mean, I wouldn't consider Natsume that thin looking. But sure. Nobody else nearby. Street lights. That's right, there was a light fog on the ground, but by road is dead straight and you could see a fairly long way down the pavement. Brother, you're making me tired. I used to kinda hate these two when I played this part because single person instinct kicked in. You know what, that's fair. Swear to it. As my love, okay, yeah, good for you, lovely. Let the scene all too convincing. Also, hold on. No. One of them collapsed on the floor. Good luck trying to skip through the animation. Yeah, it's fine. Scatter something. What do you? I'm prepared to see at least 3 more times. Couldn't quite make it out. Old books, okay. Uh-huh. Man the dock without question. Hunchback cat like I mean, that's pretty cool. Any more insults you want to throw in? Also, buddy, you're like, oh, this is coming from a policeman and his wife, you know, honorable people. While literally last case, you established that there was foul play in Scotland Yard because someone was erasing evidence. Dude. Went for... and then went for help. You whip. Is there a scarf connected, do you think? It is the exact same, like it looks the exact same. You're off duty, never truly off duty. There's no crime, considerable importance. Okay, so you were alone there for a while. The right police box. Depends on the crime's location as to who deals with it. Where the woman was stabbed wasn't actually on my oh, okay, like the area, okay. Because I couldn't ask for help from Bobby on duty, nothing more potent than a couple of love them together, you know. Extra response came from... I'm trying to see. Right now, I don't see anything. Wouldn't have been able to see his face. Oh, jeez. Right. Was more than... not sure the fuck was Waylight, didn't he? Yeah, and what of the fuck? Could you stop shaking your husband about? Yeah, that's how that works, sure. It was a no mistake. Master has the hunchback, cat-like eyes, tart mouth. Unmistakable. Huh. Do I have to wait? Do I have to repeat the statements and have someone have one of them react? Cat-like eyes? I feel like that's still supposed to point towards Natsume, because doesn't Natsume and Soseki like have a lot to do with cats and stuff? I can't forget. I know. What do we do? If Kazuma were here, what are you trying to say? Contradiction someone else. Yeah, we know. We know. Yeah, we know. We know. We know how this works. That's the right way. That's the Ace Attorney way. Oh.
Mr. Lawyer, sir, can I ask you something?
Oh, yes, of course. What is it?
Well, you keep asking us all these questions about everything we've told you, so... It seems like you don't believe our testimony. Is that right? Is it? Well, out with it.
What? No. It's really not that at all.
My husband's a policeman, remember? And I know what I saw. I remember every last detail. Everything. Like, oh, I know. What about the books the man dropped?
Wait. Yes, please do, actually. No, please do tell me all the books, all the book names.
No, I won't do it all. A Japanese lawyer has no idea what I'm capable of. Even if I decide to forgive him for insulting us, don't think for a minute that Rowley will.
I really didn't mean to cause offense. Please put your husband's fists down. I mean, silhouettes doesn't have to... I mean, silhouettes could just mean, you know, like, the rough shape. It doesn't have to mean, like, they're, like, all dark or whatever. You know, like, the like, it was dark with the lighting. That could... I think that's fine. I wouldn't question that part. The books, however... Okay, give me the book names. Give me the book names. Easy, 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 easy. We got it. Yes, please do. Tell me the names first. Yeah, there were streetlights on at the time. Books dropped. Uh-huh. By the accused. Tell me the names first, but I already got it. Did it for Rowley. We're gonna have to do it at a time. Okay, we're not gonna get the names to double check. There we go. Picture of Monsieur somebody or other. What's it, yearnings? A meal for someone, and the last one was definitely the thing. Okay. You know, even if we go with that. Canterbury yearnings. Picture of Monsieur, a meal for... Okay, okay, so what was the one that stood out? Hold on. Picture, meal, yearnings. Picture, meal, yearning. The whatever's something. Okay. But he only got 3. Oh, Jesus Christ, sir! Please put that down. Terrifying. Yes, she really is. Bro, pulled up! Okay. Yes, we got it, we got it. Yes. I don't think so, madam. So you're saying that there were 4 books?
That's right, I remember all of them.
Picture. Oh, okay. So she's saying it again. I'm sorry, Mrs. Beat. But there is a fundamental flaw in that statement of yours.
Oh no, what flaw?
Simply that at the scene of the crime, there were only 3 books, not 4. This is the receipt from the bookshop where the defendant bought his books.
Your books?
Yes, and it details Mr. Nodsmith's purchase that day. Hold on, let me check the time. Okay, fine. But as you can see, only 3 books are listed.
But no, that can't be. I remember seeing them. There are 4 books, I tell you. 4 dirty old books!
Yeah, the photograph also only has 3 of them. Oh. Somebody swear it. I'm afraid your powers of observation cannot be relied upon. So it cannot be denied that though you say it was the defendant you saw, you could very well be mistaken.
Oh no, I know! No!
What? What is it?
It's plainly evident that it is your powers of deduction that cannot be relied upon, my learned Nipponese friend. What cannot be denied is that these 2 witnesses saw the accused running from the scene. A fact that you know very well you have no hope of disproving. So you've striven to avert attention from that by dint of some inconsequential discrepancies. Okay, listen. How many shots of water are we on by now? I don't know, but I'm gonna take another one. It's at least a couple. I think he crushed 2. I think. Through 1 bottle. This might be glass 3. But your plan has somewhat recoiled against you.
What are you talking about?
It's quite simple. Let me explain with a toast. To the policeman's wife and her entirely accurate testimony in every respect. You see, the matter is not up for debate.
Oh, right. Could be both. Racism, we are sufficiently hydrated.
At the scene of Briar Road, a total of 4 books were most definitely found.
What about the photo? Is it just out of shot?
Oh god! Ah! Only 3 can be seen in that print.
Then why didn't we have the other one? Oh, there it goes. Why was she holding it though? The lion's pride. The lion's pride. That's what's his face? Garrett had. Or he talked about that one. Hold on. Hold on. Also, why was she holding it? Hold on. Hold on. We're back in the game. No, we're back in the game. We are so back in the game. I don't know how we're back in the game, but we're back in the game. Receipt for the books purchased by the accused on the day in question. Okay. Yeah, the titles are the same. Yes, 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 yes. Yep. Canterbury Yearnings. A meal for Gaborio. For Gaborio. Flawlessly. Yeah, right. Is that what is shown in this photographic print? Yes, and it probably was just her own book. I'm sorry, Counsel, but does that not seem odd? Why should the 4th book be omitted from the receipt? Yeah, because he didn't buy it. Right. What became of that 4th book? True. You have it there, okay. Oh, Pupper is snoring. Wait, is it? Hold on. Let me go to the court record. Let me press E. Let me press E. Oh my god, it is. Case closed. Case fucking closed. Case mother flipping closed. Let me skim through this just in case. Look at this, badly burned. Yep, yep, yep. Terrible waste. Must have occurred very recently indeed. Why does that raise a flag? Raise a red flag? Oh, you know why it raises a flag. Oh, you know why it raises a flag. Let me skim through the title as well. Lion's Pride. Don't know anything at all. Wouldn't be something I've heard. Wait a minute. Lion's Pride. That's strange indeed. I think I've heard of a book about that before and wrote recently too. Yep, recognize it. Yep, 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 yep. Yep, 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 yep. I have nothing further to add. Do you not? Because I am raring to go. You seem surprised, my learned friend. But your resistance until now has been in vain. Entertaining, yes, but futile. I mean, to be fair, we already have someone, that can, I mean, we have, Miss Wife, Mrs. Maid, already in the courtroom with us. We can bring her out. You try to stop it, something, the attempt just creating, okay, now I'm getting impatient. I'm getting impatient. If you don't have any, like, funny, witty stuff to say, I'm impatient. I'm locking in. I'm locked on. When was it mentioned, though? I don't recall the exact context, but maybe he was he like talking about his favorite book or something? Being the Lion's Pride, but Garrett did mention it. Do you hear that? That is my dog scratching at his pillow. Yes, dog. You good, buddy? Oh, hold on. That is my... Okay, hold on. Someone's calling. Alright, I am back. Grandfather called. Let me get this back. Get some water. And there we go. Should the court waste any more time on this Nipponese travesty? Or is the decision you have to make all too apparent already? Let me fucking speak, bitch! You have heard all of the witnesses and seen all of the evidence. You know, it would be really nice if, like, one of the jurors at some point, I mean, they don't know. Well, the maid knows. It would be nice to like see a little reaction from her. I know if I fight back in the wrong way, I know. What do you do now? Well, obviously, we wait and see. In which case... Mr. Naruhodo, was I not clear? The case for the defense is in great danger. I realized that, which is why I decided to let the sweat drip from my trembling brow in silence. You're so right. Sorry, if I don't say anything now, it'll be all over. Yep. No, wait. The defense... Shut your goddamn pretty mouth. That's fair. That's fair. That's fair. That fair enough. I'm not done yet. No, my learned friend, it's over. That last cross-examination was your final chance to establish a credible defense, and you failed. The die has been cast. There is no room for debate. It might be over as far as you're concerned, but... I can't think of what to say. Honey, less thinking, more just speaking. Or have her save us. If I may, Lord Van Zieks. I told us, yeah, it's Mata. Which is like, you know, like, yeah, hold it, wait. It seems somewhat boorish to close down the debate at this point. Your insignificant little Eastern Isle must be a lawless hole indeed. Shh. For a lowly judicial assistant is to have the audacity to intervene at a moment like this. Now you're just being a bitch. I mean, not just now, but... I am, to my shame, still a very inexperienced lawyer. So you'll have to forgive me, but I consider my assistant's advice essential and her opinions invaluable. Aww. One of this land's great guiding principles is tolerance, so the court will hear you, madam. Very well. Pray, what insight can you give us? What have we all overlooked in this matter that you see fit to pursue further? Well, the court has been presented with new evidence, but only after the last cross-examination finished. Do you believe that this new evidence warrants further examination, do you? Mr. Naruhodo, what do you think? Yep. Uh-huh. We know. One last chance. The defense wishes to present evidence, my lord. Very well. The defense may present one further piece of evidence. Evidence that apparently offers a profound insight into this case and has hitherto been overlooked. The evidence in question is what we can see from the newly presented photographic print of the crime scene. The fourth book, found in the victim's hand. We have already discussed the fourth book at length. No, we have not, you bitch. Other than being in the victim's grasp at the time of the incident, no significance has been attached to it. Pursuing the matter further would be a flagrant waste of the court's time, as you well know. Don't let him get you. Oh, hold on. Obtaining hitherto undiscovered clue. Oh. Okay. But Zeeks doesn't like that the judge is actually... I like this judge. This judge is actually fair. This judge knows his shit and is actually fair. Sure is. Where's the vital clue, you ask? Oh, yes. Crocodile indeed. I would ask the court to observe the back of the book in question. Back? What are you? Good gracious! It's been burned to a crisp. So we have to ask ourselves, why was the victim clutching what is clearly an unreadable book? It is undeniably an extremely unnatural thing for her to have been doing. And there it is. Unnatural, you say? And what of it, my Nipponese friend? Were I to concede the point, if it bears no relation to the case, there is nothing to discuss. So, should you wish to assert that this fire damage is some veiled clue as to what happened that day? Pray do enlighten us all. What truth does this charred book hide? There is just one possibility, an outside chance, but it's worth a try. Its owner, indeed. But for potential shits and giggles. Is it time? Okay, I'm looking at the time because it will soon be time to feed doggos. So I'll probably go on to the next, like, I don't know, cross-examination or, you know, until this section is over and then we'll take a break. The shop that sold it, duh. To have sold a half-burned book, an unreadable book such as this, we can be quite sure that the establishment it came from is a terrible bookshop. Indeed. A valid conclusion. Even he agrees. Maybe I'm onto something here. There's a secret mechanic here, though I'm not really sure if I should elaborate, even though it's not story spoilers. Secret mechanic. Is there a chance I'll miss it otherwise? If so, I don't mind. If it's little things that I would not catch on to, or, you know, the chances are very low that I would catch on to, I don't mind, as long as it's not like, you know, big spoilers. Yep. Sorry, I mean, it's the content. It's problematic. We need to remove it from all the shops, ban it, and burn it for good. To have enraged its reader to the point of burning it, we can be quite sure that this book is a dreadful read. Your Honor, this book sucks. Same thing. Okay. The owner. My lord, the burn on the back of this book, reveals a startling truth. Onto something versus on something true. I beg your pardon.
Wait, we already know who the book belongs to. The victim was gripping her in her hand as she fell to the floor, after all. It's obviously hers.
The question of how this book came to be in the victim's hand has yet to be answered. However, as to the questions of who the book really belongs to and where it originated, there are instances where two evidences seem to give you the same clue if presented the wrong one. The others will say that they know what you mean and give you another chance. Oh, that's cool. That's very cool, actually, because this fixes a thing that was an issue in previous Ace Attorney games, and to an extent still is in this game, where like you're already a step ahead, so you present what you think the evidence is, but then they're like, no, it's actually this thing that basically leads to the same conclusion. That's nice. That's very nice. The defense has very credible answers. Very well, I'll play along with this futile attempt to delay your inevitable demise. But do remember, the members of the jury may well burn you if your little gamble goes awry. Wabam! The answer is that the book belongs to the couple who own the house where the defendant has his lodgings. A certain Mr. and Mrs. Garadeb. The landlords. And whether this is some extraordinary coincidence or some kind of fate at work, I don't know, but of all the people in London, one of the 6 chosen for jury duty in this courtroom today is none other than Mrs. Garadeb herself. I think you must be mistaken, sir. I am not Mr. Garadeb's wife. I'm his maid. Things would be so much easier if you would just drop the pretense. Alright then, how about a simple question for you? Have you ever seen this book in Mr. Garadeb's house? I would never presume to know all about the books he keeps, sir. Well, we did say it was her. We did say, Mr. Garadeb. We did say. Or we did imply it. This is outlandish behavior. This woman is the accused landlady, you say. You implicate this hard-working member of the public. You besmirch her without a shred of evidence. Your actions are unforgivable. I'm pretty sure, I mean, who knows if he remembers by now, but I'm pretty sure Sholmes also remembers him talking about that very book. The defense happens to know that on the day in question, at almost exactly the same time as the victim was stabbed on the pavement below, another incident was taking place in the room on the top floor of Mr. and Mrs. Garadeb's house. A fire, my lord. Yep, happened in the blink of an eye. The whole place filled with smoke. Couldn't see a body thing. There it is. He lost his favorite. Accusing an innocent member of the working class for being a land leech. By Jove, the very same title as the subject of this debate.
Oh, dear.
This is risible. All you've told the court today is that a book by the same name was involved in the fire. In which case it would be reasonable to assume that it was burned to ashes. And entirely unreasonable to infer that it magically removed itself to the scene of the crime. Perhaps it would make more sense if I told you that the cause of the fire was marital discord. Without going into its details, it appears that Mrs. Garrida was considerably enraged. Some people just like tobacco with their coffee, true. Some people like to stack the unhealthy habits on top of each other. I think it was tea, but either way, caffeine. Apparently, she continued to attack Mr. Garrida even amid the flames.
Oh, how awful! I can't even imagine being so horrid to the one you love. Can you, Rowley?
Absolutely not, sir. My Patricia would never raise a finger against me, sir. Yep. When you can drink the smoke or smoke the drink. Come on, had his back up against the window and he had burning books thrown at it. Goodness gracious, are you suggesting that the book was thrown through a window and landed coincidentally at the scene of the crime? No, a thorough investigation of the surrounding area was conducted at the very evening of the incident, and there is no report of the Garrideff's window pane being broken. That's quite true. We also saw no sign of broken glass when we visited the Garrideff household. But is it not conceivable that the window was open at the time? Not even remotely. Let us not forget the season and the chilling weather that accompanies it. No Londoner would ever leave a window open in the middle of winter. Why, thank you for that confirmation. No, let him go on. Does the defense postulate the scenario in all seriousness, counsel? Do you honestly claim that the book found at the scene was a flaming projectile thrown by Mr. Garrideff's wife? The wife took the book The wife stabbed the woman, took the book, lay it down on the floor to make those witnesses think that, you know, the incident happened. Lady went off to go and call for help. Man was out cold, falling asleep while standing. Meaning in the meantime, she could arrange the crime scene. It's a possibility. Oh, is it her or... Yep.
Well, I hope that everybody can see you for what you are now, you little foreign trickster. Don't call yourself a lawyer, but you're just a coward, a mean coward.
Really?
Claiming that our little chief set the whole neighborhood alight, honestly. Implying that I'm merely posing as a maid for appearance's sake, how could you? It has nothing to do with this beastly case, not any of it. All you've done is sully our family's name.
I assure you that was never my intention.
Dragging an upstanding citizen's name through the mud simply to divert attention from your failing defense.
Did Mr. Background character talk about a lion during the dance? He was just mistaken, but he was kind of onto something. I mean, Yeah, no, true, yeah. And I mean, yeah, that's the thing with Sholmes, right? Like, he speaks in riddles. Whether on purpose or not, he is onto something, usually. Just in a very convoluted and very easy to misinterpret way. Whether, on purpose or not.
I should box your ears, that's what I should do. It's utterly unforgivable.
Joe, right?
Here we go.
How long have we sat here now listening to this Nipponese spouting out his fancy foreign theories? But think about it. At the end of the day, the only person who could possibly have stabbed the victim is that little hunchback with the mustache, and he ran away from the scene too.
I do declare you're right.
It's true. Makes sense to me. The ladies and gentlemen of the jury are once again in full agreement. Oh boy.
In truth, my lord, I feel these have been unnecessarily protracted proceedings. But then one must always exercise patience in order to save the best vintage.
No, wait! The mystery of the fourth book still hasn't been... There it is! Woo!
If books are your predilection, my learned friend, study them on your own time.
What? No, forgive the discourtesy this time? Oh, he didn't break? Well, he did apologize for the leg last time. Individual decisions regarding the defendant's culpability for the court to hear. Okay. Use I indeed. Yep, of course. Unambiguous response indeed.
Have you forgotten? The battle isn't over yet.
Yep. Round 2, baby! Round 2! My lord, the defense asks to exercise its right to a summation examination.
You believe you still have tricks up your sleeve?
I don't intend to trick anybody. I intend to uncover the truth. No time to be downcast. Hell yeah. To be continued. The jurors' voices are actually quite marvelous to hear in English. The manly guy up there is actually a soft talker. Maybe we'll switch. We'll switch languages for the rest of this trial, or like for the rest of for the rest of this trial, just to hear their voices once. Yes, we wish to save.
La 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 la. Oh god, let me stretch. Ooh.
Okay, music. Yep. Okay, we have music, so I can... We're ready. Boom, boom. Okay. Break time! I will feed dogs and rest my voice a little bit. We might not be going for too much longer. Maybe like finish this scene up. And then we're gonna call it. It's gonna be a shorter stream today. But for now, with British voice acting games, they don't sound what they seem. Yeah, fair. 10 to 15 minutes, and then we will be back. Sky, if that is not a joke, that is a wild take. That is a baffling take. That is insane. Finally finished Emphoria's story, kinda mid 4 out of 10. I mean, listen, to each their own. To each their own. But like, even 6 out of 10 I get. 6 out of 10 is okay. 6 out of 10 is good, but not like, you know, not amazing, not great. It was nice, but nothing, you know, groundbreaking. 4 out of 10 is less than mid. 4 out of 10 is nearing on bad. I really don't like okay. This is a conversation I cannot be having now because it is going to take up a significant amount of time that I do not have left because I've put myself on a timer. My dinner is on the stove. I don't have that amount of time. I will say that preferring Penacony is totally fine. Preferring Penacony is totally fine. I think it's wild. Like, to me, Emphoria's was better in terms of the cast. The scale, like the stakes obviously were higher. It's very high. I love the cast of Emphoria's much more than I love the Penacony cast, just because we got a lot more time with them, most of them at least. And I love the development that they got. There were pacing issues. I do get that. Don't get me wrong, but overall, I fucking love Emphoria's. Finon's my homeboy. Valid. I love Finon. I like Cyrene. See, here's the thing. I like Cyrene's story. I don't like her marketing. You got Cyrene herself is a good character that needed more time and got fucked over by the marketing because they were really pandering to the self-inserts. To the you know, the self-insert waifu guys who don't actually really care about story, who want to be pandered to. 1 second. Water is boiling. I'm not. Okay, water is no longer boiling. Good character that needed more time, isn't that all of HSR? I mean, in my opinion, yes. But Cyrene, I mean, a lot of characters, even if they do think they deserve more time, they at least got, like, you know, I still, listen, Sky, anyone, if you want to know my, like, my opinion on all of Emphoria's, I have, I believe, 3 videos that I did with Nova, where we ranked every Emphoria's quest, respectively, and where we really went into like our likes and dislikes and what we thought was good and what we didn't appreciate. Feel free to check that out if you're curious about like my opinion, both the good and the bad. But overall, I love Emphoria's. Plan Arcadia, I don't want to be that negative, but I have low hopes of Plan Arcadia or 4.x topping Emphoria's for me. So, instead of Finon, who I'd already got too much time, agree to disagree. Agree to disagree, Lenny. But yeah, Emphoria's was, I like the TLDR, Emphoria's was the most ambitious story they've done. No contest. There were issues, but you can tell what they were going for and what they wanted to do. And I think overall, sorry, I was watching a bee outside of my door. overall, I think they did good. I think genuinely we could have had one more patch to fix some of the pacing issues. I started playing. I mean, yeah, the vibes are very different. The vibes are very different, but see, my issue with Plan Arcadia is when people are like, "Oh, we're finally going back to, you know, like this is what HSR used to be and whatnot." When like, no, it's fucking not. You just weren't paying attention. Like, I'm sorry. I'm sorry if that comes across as like harsh, but like, Amphorius, it just showed what has always been present in HSR in terms of like the vibes, not the vibes, the stakes and the lore and whatnot. Like, it's always been there. People just didn't want to read, and people saw Penacony and were like, haha, fun, memes, jokes, and really banked on that when we literally had a guy trying to become an Eon. You know, among other things. One more patch? No thanks. No, I stand again. Go watch the videos. Go watch the tier list videos because I go into it more then. I stand by the fact that Amphorius could have needed that 3.7 should have been split into 2 shorter patches. Like, not 2 8-hour quests, but at least like 2 4-hour quests, 4 or 5-hour quests. Thinking of more life story in comparison is good. I mean, to be fair, it is hard to top Amphorius in terms of like stakes, you know? Like, Amphorius was literally trying to prevent the destruction of the universe. Like, I don't think they need to like strive to top that somehow. But so far, Plan Arcadia is good. I like it. But it's also better than Penacony. Plan Arcadia is sort of mixing the very serious vibes of Amphorius and what people thought Penacony was with their rose-tinted glasses. Sorry, not sorry. Where like we still have lots of fucked up shit happening. But it's more bright and colorful, you know? It's still good. I like Plan Arcadia so far. But I've gotten so attached to the Amphorius cast this past year, or you know, since 3.x or throughout 3.x. I love them so much, and they, you know, whether or not you like Amphorius, they'll be back. They'll be back. November 12th is the presumed comeback for Amphorius, if the calendar is to be believed, and I am very much looking forward to that. Anyway, while I have time, I should watch. Okay, I have like 15 minutes, 20 minutes maybe, 15 to 20 minutes. Okay, who's left behind evidence at the scene, did he? Those 3 books of his. If there was some novel alternative explanation about how the victim was stabbed, I might reconsider. Even if the woman was throwing books, it can't be related to this crime if the window was closed, can it? Mary Mead was only a little book. Hardly life-threatening, even with a direct hit. Oh, well. If I don't bring home some pay tonight, I'll be in a tiny bit of trouble. Come to think of it, we had a fire at home a while ago. Gave me the sneezes. Love the characters, hated the story. Interesting. Again, I think I've said all that. I think I've said all I had to say in the collab with Nova, which was like hours and hours of us yapping. Now back to bullshit and racism. With one notable exception. Right. I don't know if I'll previous testimony. There it goes, one more. That's 2 this stream, I think. No one else was at the scene to commit the crime. tangible explanation. Maybe 3? Maybe, I forgot. Could have been. He crushed one, threw another one. I forgot. No pressure. Slap, slap. Yeah. In the 4th book. Excuse me. That was a weak one. Using every technique I've learned in my short career so far. Right. Okay. Skim the pressing. 4 books, not 3. Was at home. Not exact, close enough. About how the victim was stabbed. A very modern, metropolitan, and rational woman. Right. Whatever that. That's great. He said, good for you. And not at all extreme. Strong testimony despite 1 or 2 minor puzzlements. 1 or 2? What are those puzzlements you speak of? I'm glad you omitted rational there. The window was closed. No, we went over that. Then what's the point in even having windows, huh? Ah, you're an idiot. Okay, so window was open. She was stabbed another way. What if the window was open and she threw a knife into the woman's back? Oh, whoops, sorry. Whoops. Now she's slapping him! Certainly a bad thing, yes. Misunderstanding. Stop slapping that man! Don't tell me, oh, he's used to it, maybe. Oh, fuck off. Fuck off. Oh, there is B outside. B is frolicking away. Tired of trouble. True. Like, the smoke was inside the room. Day laborer. With them tomorrow morning. Oh. It's funny, but I can't quite remember. Sorry? It was too frightening, that's the thing. I must have blocked it out. Oh, okay. Helpful. I don't know if this is just our culture, but girls here are really violent when they're stressed or just laughing. My back gets kind of sore. I mean, that's like anyone. There's a reason the #1 stereotype about men is that they're aggressive and violent. There's a reason that, you know, most crimes, violent crimes, are committed by men. That's not just like a gendered thing. Anyone who turns violent as a result of stress literally like needs anger management classes and therapy, literally. Jog his memory about, okay. Oh, I didn't actually press that. Demonstrate who could have attacked the young woman on the street. She or she could have done it. Once again, consider right even contrary. I know how this works. I know how this works. I know how this works. I want to hear the last guy. I want to hear the last guy out. I can fly in my face. Anything to do with your decision about the in this case? Last winter, my grandson baked me a lovely cake on my birthday. Lovely. 75 candles on top. You put candles on a cake? Was it some kind of devil worship? Oh yeah, I guess that's not a Japanese custom. Sounds like devil worship to me. One girl in my class was paying close attention to the lesson, but she was grabbing my hand for dear life for literally no reason. I was so confused. That would confuse me too. Maybe she just, you know, wanted to have contact. Some people are just more touchy. Some people just appreciate physical contact as a means of grounding. Through water, tried to put out the flames, and then because the whole room had filled up with smoke, we had to open all the windows to clear it. There we go, there it is. Yes, yes, yes. Okay, skip. Okay, so we're starting with them. Nope, we're starting with the window and Mr. Man. Okay, let's see here. Juror number 3, do you see? Oh, me? See what, sir? Do you hear juror number 6's account of his birthday celebrations last year? It seems, despite being a Londoner, he once opened his windows in the middle of winter. Well, yes, of course, because it was an emergency. I mean, obviously, if the room was filled with smoke from the fire, then you'd be mad not to open the... Oh. Exactly. On the day in question, at the time of the incident, there was a fire in the Garredev household. I still love his fruity ass hip pose, like the way his hip juts out there. Like, look at that. And Mr. Garredev had the following to say about it. The whole place filled with smoke. Juror number 4, do you have something to say about that? My god, she is chugging those cups. Mrs. Garredev.
Oh, dear me. What is the meaning of this? How dare you imply that I'm hiding who I really am?
It's imperative that you confirm something to the court. So please, it's time to drop the pretense now. When the fire started in your house that day, did you or your husband open the window?
I beg your pardon? What are you insinuating?
The room would have been thick with smoke after the carpet and bookcase caught fire as they did. In a situation like that, it's inconceivable that you wouldn't have opened the window.
And what if we did? Oh, all right then. Yes, you're right. My husband was frantically trying to open the window, which can't have been easy since I continued to give him just a justly deserved book battering.
Even though your house was on fire? Why does he have a sword in the courtroom? Because Ace Attorney, literally. That's it. Because Ace Attorney. We've had other things in the courtroom that should not belong in the courtroom.
Oh, you never stop throwing until the anger subsides. It would be terribly bad for the nerves to do otherwise.
Of course. I should have realized. Yep, window was open. And now... I don't know if it matters in what way I present them, but I'm just gonna... Bam, bam! Actually, hold on. Just in case, I'm actually gonna press her first. See if there's like... Very precise fire damage. Lion's Pride, same title. Wouldn't say. Did you or did you not? She did, okay. I barely... Why are you reacting? What is it, juror number 5? Remember what it was? That memory I blocked out. Obviously was listening to what this granny was saying, brought it all flooding back. Man doesn't even flinch. 2 weeks ago, I just got back home after work. I put my hand in my pocket for the wages I just earned that day and I nearly died. There was a hole. Every last penny had dropped out. Huh. What a disaster. The wife was cutting up some chicken at the time. I could hardly get the words out, but I told her straight, I've lost the day's wages, love. The blade was whistling past my ears, stuck it to the wall next to me. It did, about 1 inch deep. No words, just terror. I was gonna face down in the muddy backside, I can tell you. That's a real disaster. I do not like the trope that they're using, the stereotype that they're using, but I know where it's going. Apollo's airbend. To be fair, every defense attorney has airbending abilities to some extent, I feel like. It's so uncivilized. Yeah, sure fucking is. At least attack with honor. Ah, yeah, can we just move on? I don't like where this is going. Yada, yada, yada. And I'm sure some people find this funny. Good for you, I guess. I'm sick of it. Okay, and there we go. Fit. I mean, they don't contradict. Do you think, perhaps, that this could be one such novel alternative?
Oh my, whatever do you mean?
An alternative explanation as to how the victim was stabbed in the back. We've demonstrated that the fourth book, The Lion's Pride, that was found at the scene of the crime, originated in Mr. Garrideb's room on the top floor of his house. Gentlemen, welcome in! Hope you're doing well today. That scenario is funny until you consider, wait, that's attempted murder. See, I'm not even looking at the, like, attempted murder. I'm just annoyed, tired of the, you know, women are violent when, like, angry, violent wife stereotype. That's what's just annoying the hell out of me. Could have found its way from the Garrideb household to the street below. I like this game so far. I do like it. I like the game. Despite my complaints at this particular scene, I am actually really enjoying the game. This is just bad timing. But I am very much enjoying it. After all, Mrs. Garrideb could have thrown any number of different objects at her husband. Isn't that right, juror number 4?
What are you insinuating now, you little beanpole?
I'm beginning to think that ever since the true origins of this book came to light, perhaps she's had a feeling this might be what happened. Now you listen here, you waste-and-gata. As the foreman of this jury, I demand a straight answer. Bad news. You gave us this yarn about some other object making its way out of the house, but what? What was it? Big gamble. Further investigation. Bam! I'm annoyed as well. I was the victim. Just, you know, like how many times in media do you see the, you know, it all comes back to the women are irrational, women are overly emotional stereotype. I must apologize in advance for this. Bye bye, Sky. Have a lovely rest of your day. But I need you to confirm something else for the court. This knife. Have you ever seen this knife before? Oh! Good lord, Counselor. What on earth are you doing? That's the weapon that was lodged into the victim's back, man. Sure is. My lord, remember that when the victim was attacked, Mr. and Mrs. Garrideb were in the throes of an argument. Suppose an anime couldn't watch Toradora? Yeah, that's very valid. Mrs. Garrideb was hurling anything she could at her husband, who had been backed up against the window. A window that had been opened to clear the smoke, and through which a book had sailed to land at the crime scene. Uh-huh. Put out the window and across the street to land neatly in her hand. No. I mean, she could have just picked it up. I admit there are many details we don't yet understand. But that's the point. That's precisely why we must not allow this trial to end. Not right now. Mrs. Garrideb, your answer, please. Have you seen this knife before or not? I gotta finish it up quick because my food is definitely done by now. Thud. My lord?
I wish to change my decision. I'm a woman of my word, after all.
Thank you, madam. Yes, I agree. I certainly didn't see this coming, but I just don't think it'd be right for this trial to come to an end now with so many unanswered questions. Mr. Foreman! I'd have to agree. Yes, you know what? I'm not quite happy about this at the moment either. All together now, ladies and gents? Hell yeah. We did it indeed! As a result of the defense's summation examination, a number of jurors' leanings have changed. 2 jurors called guilty against 4 now calling innocent. Accordingly, the opinion of this court is divided, and this trial will continue. And... oh. No objection. I was waiting for it. Wolf Van Zeeks, how does the prosecution wish to proceed? No comment yet? This trial is rapidly descending into a farce. And throw it! Like a corked wine, the first few sips are bitter enough. There we go! But what follows is so repugnant it's good for nothing save the gutter. If I may, Lord Van Zeeks. The defense has just put forward a credible alternative explanation for what happened. Credible? Is that your considered opinion, Mr. Foreman? The defense's argument is a joke to which I barely know how to respond. But let me start by insisting that you must all familiarize yourself better with the relative positions of those places being discussed. It should already be more than apparent that between the crime scene and the Garrett household runs a rather wide street, Briar Road. Which means that the distance from the Garrett's house to the scene is 15 yards. Like 13-ish meters, maybe? 14. A little farther, I imagined. And as you ladies and gentlemen of the jury rightly noted as having portentous significance, the 4th book was found in the victim's clutches. Oh, number 4. True. In other words, as the smouldering book wantonly hurled by the lady of the house travelled some 15 yards to land on the opposite side of the road, neatly between the... No, she could have just picked it up, dude. No, it's not. No. Excuse the helicopter overboard, I guess. That prosecutor loves the sound of his own voice. Oh, he sure does. Serialized detective stories are pathetic, are they? How dare he? Maybe let's pick out battles here. Uh-huh. The prosecution may consider the idea a fantasy, but what the defense has postulated was believable enough to persuade the jury to change its leaning. And as such, the court has a duty to explore this alternative explanation as thoroughly as possible. To that end... Oh, honey? Juror number 4, Miss Joan Garrett, must be called to testify and submit to cross-examination. Ooh. Probably unheard of. This is highly irregular. It is unprecedented for a member of the jury to be summoned to the witness stand. Oh, there goes the second bottle. And unnecessary. There are already witnesses in the stand whose testimony the defense may further cross-examine. If my learned friend's farcical theory has any truth in it, then both a burning book and a jackknife must have flown through the sky before this couple's eyes. Okay, I mean, I guess we'll take that. Good morning, officer. Sorry for dozing until now, sir. I haven't slept for a month on account of a... Jesus fucking Christ. So heroic and whatnot. Very well, I hereby reject the defense's request. And order the witnesses in the stand to testify again. We'll take it. We'll take it. Okay, and this is where we will conclude the stream today. My dinner is very much done by now. So we will continue this another time. I thank you guys for joining me today. Hope you enjoyed yourselves. Whoopsies. We'll be back, possibly, hopefully tomorrow for studying. For studies. Consider checking out the Twitch, the Twitter, the YouTube, the Blue Sky, the Patreon if you like anime reactions. And that's it. I wish you all a lovely rest of your day, night, whatever time it is for you. Stay safe, take care. Bye-bye!